do you remember a couple months ago, Noble, where we did a stream and we were talking about what type of measures can be taken to stop Caribbean and African children joining gangs and fall into the system? Do you remember that one, Noble?
Yes, indeed.
Well, anyway, it's mad that we said that, because in that show at the time, we were saying, send these men back to their homelands.
Come on.
And the reason why we said that is because there are so much of us who are living here who haven't had that culture shock. I remember one of the first times being able to remember being in Jamaica and seeing like man living in zinc houses. I remember the first time I went Spanish Town, because the first time I went yard I was 2, but I'm talking about when I remember. I remember seeing like this zinc house, you know what I mean, like made out of zinc and wood. If it rained, man's thing was flooding, no work. I just remember the poverty and just the way it was. Now, that could encourage a man not to come here and waste time. See what I'm saying, Noble? A man could get to the UK after being amongst that and not waste time. Now, we bring it through to a 2024 lens, going back to last year. We're seeing all kind of horrific stabbings and mad problems that are taking place in the UK. And we said, yo, send these men back, even if it's for a year, give them a culture shock, and then bring them back. So a Ghanaian couple did do that, Noble. They sent their boy back and he took them to court. So let's get into the story, man. A 14-year-old British Ghanaian boy took legal action against his parents after they sent him to Ghana, aiming to protect him from gang involvement in London. The parents had tricked him into traveling by pretending it was to visit a sick relative. The boy argued that he had been physically and emotionally abandoned and sought to return to the UK. However, a High Court judge ruled that the parents' decision was a lawful exercise of parental responsibility, emphasizing the importance of a familiar support during adolescence and concluding that the boy should remain in Ghana for his safety and better educational opportunities. Now, people, I am so thankful that the court made the right decision, because guess what? Them parents done the right thing. Send him back.
Mark.
Allegedly, he was in a gang here as well. Come through, Noble.
Just to add on, ask for clarification. The court being a UK court or a Ugandan court?
You mean Ghanaian?
Ghanaian, sorry.
UK, UK, this is,
I'm surprised. It's a wonderful, I'm so glad that they did that, but I am so surprised because you know what they want for us. So I'm glad that they can see that the potential and exactly of the summary of that, better opportunities, cultural enrichment, guidance, and all the rest of this stuff, and not allowing the influences, unfortunately, the negative influences of a quote-unquote first world country, i.e. the brains of the beast, to steal the potential, the unlimited potential of that youth. 14 years of age, and he's already in this thing. Or, well, not in this thing, in that foolishness, in the gang life. Yeah, man. I respect it.
UK court confirmed. UK. So yeah, the parents made the right decision and the courts made the right decision. Stay in Ghana, and learn how to be a man. Learn the moral compass, learn the ways of your people, learn the correct ways to be a man, and then come back and try again. But all this gang and I'm with this driller and I'm with that, send them man, send every single one back. I'm saying it straight. Send man's back to Yard, send man's back to St. Kitts, send man's back to Barbados, send man back to Africa, send them back. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because a lot of these men, they don't know any of the ways of their people. None.
Disconnected.
They're complete, and that's why they're joining the gang in the first. What is a 14-year-old Ghanaian boy who's got his parents prison doing in a gang anyway? That's an embarrassment. You shouldn't be in no gang. So yes, those parents made the right decision. And yes, The UK made the right decision. Stay over there for maybe 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Learn who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and come back here and try again. Because you know what? A lot of these men are here, and they don't have nothing. They don't have no sort of nothing from their old life. Meaning, you know, your mom's from Ghana, your dad's from Ghana, your grandparents are from Ghana. They've came here for a better opportunity. They've came here for a better life. If you fell into those ways, I'm sorry, but nothing can be done. Nothing can be done. This is what is needed. I'm telling you, because there's too much man who are falling into these things. Too much, man. Don't put value on others who look like them. Say it time and time, and it's not just in the decisions they make, but how we treat each other.
Yes.
Because I can guarantee you that gang is in, all the ops are black.
Which is just, it's insane, Mark. It's absolutely insane. And again, look at the point that you raised, going back to yard and seeing wooden battens with zinc structuring around it for shelter, for literally shelter. And then when it rains, we've got floods going in. We don't even have concrete floors in some of these homes that some of our familiar is there in developing countries, as they call it. And you mean to tell me this is what it's disgusting, man. Disgusting. I mean, England, we're in a first world country, the brain's the beast. They give you benefits and stuff. If you're homeless, you've got to be in a real terrible situation. But generally, the UK is not turning people, making them go hungry and shit like that. So what is the excuse? We're not in Caribbean. We're not in America, where again the systems are very set up quite differently over there. You can be on your damn face over there. So a lot of original people are having to turn to criminality. But we're not talking about little 14-year-olds who have got a mother and a father, food, clothing, and shelter, supposed to be studying their damn book and figuring out life and where do they fit in this life and how they can succeed. But oh, no. I'm joining the B24 gang, who's got problems with the B25 gang, who is 2 streets away. And we're just gonna. It's fucking stupid, Mark.
It is.
No, it is.
It's sad. It's sad. It is sad because what it shows you is that, like you said, this is not coming from a stance of poverty. People, if you listen to these man, yeah, they're not coming from a stance of, yo, I'm out here because I can't feed my people, can't feed me. Yeah. So I had to step outside to try and make ends meet. You know, when Biggie says, they used to call police on me because I was selling crack so I could feed my daughter. It's not that. Man are wanting to do crime. Man are literally wanting to be in gangs because that is cool. That is the cool thing to do. That is the cool place to be in. And if you think about it, Noble, the sickness is most definitely spreading. But as a concerned parent, those parents made a great decision in sending him back. Because guess what? You can't be no driller in Ghana. And if you do, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot harsher punishment. And that's what I think needs to happen. Which is why I say, last thing, Noble, which is why I say, you know, in the home, if you set a list of laws in your home and your child understands that, yo, there's certain things that are just completely out of bounds, when they step out of the house, they'll still move that same way. So in your house, if you've got a child, yeah, your child, and in the morning they just burst into your bedroom without knocking, when they're outside, they'll burst into a room without knocking. You're supposed to say, and I do this, they burst in the room without knocking. Hold on. Go back out. Shut the door. And knock. And do that every time, and then it becomes a habit. So now when they're in the real world, knock before you enter a door. And these are the things that are missing because parents are working 12-hour shifts, 15-hour shifts. The children, they're just seeing them in passing. How you doing? And that's why a 14-year-old Ghanaian ends up in a gang. Send him back. I'm all for it. Send him back. Let him learn who he is. Let him understand, yo, this ain't how we operate. This ain't how we operate. He'll thank his parents. He will thank them down the line. This could have saved his life. it's very important to understand that you can't waste your life. You just cannot waste your life. And a lot of these guys that are living in these secluded areas, they're being brainwashed into believing that they're fighting up for a real cause. You know, when I speak to some of the young brummies, it almost damn near brings a tear to my eye because I'm like, you man had lost that much. It's even worse than our day. Like to where I'm like, you can't rationalize this behavior, man. You cannot. You cannot rationalize this behavior. You cannot. You can't rationalize it to me. Oh, the hood. It ain't no hood.
No,
It isn't no hood. You're talking to a man who's been places that I wouldn't even put dog to sleep there.
Come on.
That ain't no hood. You can't show me no hood. You see what I'm saying? Because like you said, this is one of the few countries in the world where a man don't work nowhere and collects money. Come on, Noble. Like, let's start really talking. In yard, if you don't work nowhere, you ain't collecting a penny from anywhere.
Nothing.
You're not eating. You're not, and this is the thing. Here, man, I got universal credit, all these things, and they're paying them.
Yeah, man.
So them parents made the right decision, man. What you saying, Noble?
Question I have: how does a 14-year-old who's still under the custody and care of their parents bring forth a legal strategy to bring him back from Ghana back to flipping the UK? How does that mechanism even? What does it look like, Mark? Try and paint me the picture. Does it say anything about that in the article? Because
no, it doesn't. External factors, I believe, assisted with that. External factors, I would say, assisted with that boy doing that. Because you know what? It's bad, but parents need to start being parents again. Because I'd have probably said to the boy, come back, but where you going to live? Serious? I'd say, yo, you want to get you in a gang? Okay, come back and let them man put you up somewhere. Like, cancel the court case. I give up parental rights. Start calling these youths bluffs, man.
Yes.
There's too much mollycoddle parents.
Yes.
Bring back real parenting, man.
But Mark, so easy. So look, we try and advance what as parents what we were given. So all of the good stuff, and trustfully, there's more good stuff than bad stuff. We never have perfect childhoods, definitely not. But then as adults, we can look back at the things we didn't agree with at a younger age. But then with the wisdom and knowledge and experience, you can say, you know what? No, I've got no problems. You raised me how you raised me at the time. Blessed. Maybe I won't use belts and shoes and stuff in regards to the disciplining of children. Maybe I'll take that element out of it. But outside of that, these are the principles that we need to bring forth. This generation of parents, children are brethren and sistrins.
Yeah.
I need to what's the latest thing? Okay, we'll both get that outfit. You get it in the red, I'll get it in the purple. Okay? It's not a mother and daughter, father and son relationship anymore. It's first name basis.
Yeah, brethren. It's friends.
Reg. Well, go on, Reg. yeah, Dave. Yeah, man. Blessed, man. Yeah.
Man can swear everything. Look, all right, go back to the UMAT Junior press conference. My man was swearing in front of his dad. To this day, I couldn't swear in front of my dad. I'm almost 40. Like, I'm like, them things are lost. But that's what I'm saying. Going back, because even like, let's say through a yard lens, sending a man back, depending where he comes from, it doesn't have the same effect. Because even over there, man, I've lost a lot of those principles. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Depending on where you're from. You know what I mean?
The virus is spreading, Mark.
It spread long time. Yeah, this is why we're vocal about it. Once certain things become the norm, that's what happens. But if you're talking about Ghana, I believe that my man definitely has to go. My man definitely has to put his head down now and lose the virus that he's got, because the gang thing here is stupid, man. It's stupid, and it ain't even something that is deep rooted in UK culture. It's not like you're talking about LA or Chicago, or you know what I mean, notorious gang places. Like a lot of these folks are idlers. Let's keep it 1,000. They're idlers, and people are afraid to say it. Like, that's why all them Channel 4 documentaries and all of them are nonsense. Like, it's all nonsense. To this day, a man can't give me a definitive reason why he chose that life. Like, yo, there's no definitive reason. It's always some nonsense. Because when I used to come outside and whatever. You see what I'm saying? A 14-year-old has no business being involved in that. So sending him back, A1 decision. British Embassy, A1 decision. Simple. Oh, shout out D42 because he said that it was the embassy. Western shout out said it's the embassy who he contacted. Yeah.
That's a joke. That's an absolute joke that they facilitated that. So again, look, obviously the overall decision was great, hence that we're building on it. But just look at the monetary loss to the we're paying for this shit.
Facts.
We pay for that. We paid for this for nothing. The British Embassy should have just looked at the look of you, the look of 14 and say, yo, my you. Go and do what you're supposed to be doing. Your parents have put you here for a reason. From what I can see, Mr. Badman, you was toting knives and stuff and was part of a gang. We don't have that kind of culture here. Study your book, chill out. Trustfully, you're going to mature as a young man, and maybe even you're going to be so enamored and in awe with your original culture that you say, you know what? With a little bit of this Western mindset that I've got over the 14 years I was raised in the brains of the beast, I'm going to take that first world knowledge and apply it here. Mom and dad, yo, I'm staying, you know. I'm going to try and build up flipping Ghana. That's what I'm going to do. Give thanks. Thank you for, number one, saving my life. And number two, thank you for putting me in the position where I am now, where I can potentially make a change. Firstly, just in our little village or in our little township thing. Facts. And then I'm going to expand this thing. So these are the vital opportunities which are blatantly there. I mean, just think of what we've just put together, Mark. You identify troubled youth, hopeless youth, helpless youth who are identifying with this stupid gang folly. And you say to them, okay, your country of origin, oh, that's Barbados. Oh, that's Somalia. Oh, that's fill in the blank. Okay, parents, we've got the system set up that we're taking them home to your home. Yeah. And we're going to separate them from all this foolishness. And we're going to give them the opportunity to grow as young men. Option one, to stay and build that place and make it a better place. Option two, to return home and to contribute to this country. That's a perfect solution right there.
Yeah, facts. It was the right thing they did, man. I think that needs to happen more still. It needs to happen more where mans get sent back because, like we said, this will save his life. It will save his life because we hear too much about guys joining gangs and doing this and doing that. And you got to think they're really, really serious about this, man. They're really, really like into this gang thing, you know. A lot of these young guys, especially if you're watching YouTube and you're looking at these little mini documentaries they do. It's crazy because I'm like, a man's willing to take that type of risk. Why didn't you use that risk to make money? You see what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. I'm like, if you're willing to take that kind of risk, you could have got rich. I'm not condoning nothing, but you see what I mean?
Yeah. Channel the energy in the right damn place. But again, I mean, look, the last topic we were talking about Westwood, innit? What was he promoting? Based on look, there's an epicenter of everything in it. There's an epicenter of everything. They're promoting our culture, which has unfortunately become dysfunctional, and it's now become a virus, and it's becoming a self-replicating AI virus now that lives in the minds and bodies and spirits of most people. And it's not just within our nation, siblings them. A lot of people, the East Indian man, the Asians, they've got this mindset, this virus in their damn heads, even though they've got a very much intact culture already. But yet, this damn virus is going up north, up to small towns. They're talking about drilling, and they're walking around with knives and stuff, claiming sets and all kind of foolishness. This virus is being promoted. We can see it. And I don't know, I'll keep on saying it until I'm no longer on this plane of existence. Withdraw. Fuck whether the beat sounds cool. Fuck it, man. Go back to the stuff. Maybe in your musical catalog you have to go back maybe 10 years and just listen to the old stuff, man. But we cannot put energy into this thing. You jump into a ride and man is playing the foolishness. Just telling me, yo, put on talk radio or something, man. Or yo, check this stuff out. Let me just load up my Bluetooth. Or here's my acoustic. Let's put some of this, let's just change the frequency a bit. Or better still, let's turn the radio off. Or the damn death music that you're pumping out into the atmosphere. And let's have a conversation. Let's build. What is the science, black man,